Alright guys, so today we're on a rescue mission yet again. We're gonna go out to my father-in-law's property. He unfortunately had an incident with a skid steer. It broke. The something about an idler pulley broke off the engine block. I don't know nothing about it. I just know that my father-in-law said the bolts broke off inside the block and he needed me to come out and try to get the bolt out. So I'm gonna load up the MIG welder and take it out to his place and hopefully we can get that done. So without having to pull the engine out of this thing, because I don't want to pull the engine out. I'm whooped. I'm tired of working on stuff for a little while. Yeah, I'm getting tired. So either way, we're gonna load this MIG welder up and head out that direction. He lives like 45 minutes away from me.
Cue the montage!
Cue the montage!
Get you some of that!
Okay, y'all will see what we're working with on this skid steer. It's a S150 Bobcat, and this is what we're working with. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a terrible job. There's a bolt right here that is broke off flush with the block. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna get my welder out and we'll do like we did on the LS engine. If you guys watch those videos extracting the bolts, we'll take and we'll weld to the bolt, and then hopefully we can get enough on there, get it hot enough that we can just grab it with a pair of vice grips and just back it out. If not, I'll weld a nut to it and then we'll put a socket and wrench on it and get it out that way. So let me get all the tools set up here and we'll get after this. Alright guys, so right here is where we're welding at. So it's not gonna be bad, so I'm just gonna do it. Y'all are gonna watch it. Hopefully it goes easy.
Later.
Alright. Oh yeah. Dry belt.
Dry that belt.
Yeah, it's I mean it's still working.
Yeah, and it's really not that hard to change.
Yeah, if it's not that hard to change, but I mean. Okay, let's give you guys a little update where we're at right now. So we couldn't get that bolt to extract. So what we ended up doing is we've pulled the hydraulic pulley, we pulled the crank flywheel, flex plate, whatever you want to call it, and the tensioner, and we're actually removing this whole cover off here. So there's motor mounts, there's bolts hold to the block, and this is going to get this whole thing out of here so that we can get to this a lot easier. Possibly take it to the machine shop and just have them fix it for us. We're working on one bolt. It's got us hung up, and this bolt back here is dang near impossible to get to. This is a motor mount bolt right here. There's a motor mount bolt right here. It's got us held up, so we're trying to work on that right now. And so we don't have the right tools to get to that bolt. So we're just going to cut the bolt and deal with repercussions here in a minute of doing that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We can just put a new bolt in it, and tightening it up is a lot easier than trying to untighten it with gunked up threads and stuff. So we're real close on this. We've been fighting through finding the proper tools, but as soon as we found the proper tools, it went by super fast. It was just getting the proper tools. So the hardest thing about this is going to be getting the tool to get the hydraulic pump pulley off. It takes a pulley remover, and we tried to use a makeshift one. Didn't work too well. So then we dug and dug and dug and finally found my father-in-law's actual pulley for doing that sort of stuff. And well, you know, you put a little tension on it, and then you just tap the pulley with a hammer, and it just fell off. So because it's a press fit, similar to a ball joint. So once we got that, it's went relatively easy. It's just fighting through not having proper tools is the biggest thing on this job. So as soon as we get this, we'll have this off here, and then we can look at that bolt a little closer that we've been trying to extract. So I'll get back to y'all when we get to there. Alright, so we got the front plate out. We just took Sawzall, cut the motor mount bolt like we said. Here it is right here. This is the bolt we were trying to weld on while it was up inside the skid steer. It's in a bad place, you really can't get to it. So hopefully we're thinking now that it's out, we can get to this. And worst case scenario, we'll take it to the machine shop, and we'll have the machine shop fix it for us. But we're going to try to fix it ourselves first, because you know, we're farmers, and or he's a farmer. I just like hot rods. But he's turned me into a farmer because I got to work on his stuff. I don't like it.
Farmer, don't say that too loud.
Somebody save me, please. Alright, we're going to do this. It'll work.
Build a hot pass right across that, or all the way around it, or something.
I need a smaller one than that.
Smaller?
One size than that. Yeah,
Smaller?
one size smaller. Yeah. Alright, take your little washer. It'll work.
There we go. Good job, man. That's it. You got it in.
Look at that little weld right there. Hopefully that weld holds
That
it.
old boy, I taught him good.
Hopefully that weld's gonna hold it.
Yes, good
We
job.
don't know, but we'll try.
No, good job. If anything don't, that won't. That will. But that's the way to do it there. Good job.
It's all right because we're out here, so we'll just keep working on it till
I believe it's coming.
I think it is.
Yep, the washer rose. The washer rose.
Yep, that's good. That's what we wanted.
The washer rose, Bubba.
It just needed a good. I
Well,
couldn't get to it, man.
Heck
It just,
no, there was no way getting
I
in
was
there like
guessing
that.
where I was at.
Yeah, it's always good to put a washer under that nut, though. I can see that.
Well, that
when
just
can
gives you
weld
more
across the-
surface because
well,
it's
yeah,
real
you-
hard to penetrate that center without it being real big.
Yeah, but you can weld around that. You can weld the center of that washer and then weld around the nut. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Finally, now we can
There you
put
go.
it back together. You shouldn't have done that. There she is.
Yeah, right tap through that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be hot.
I know. I didn't know it. Good job, man. You
Yeah.
got that one good there.
Look
You
at
got it
that.
stalled on her.
Yeah, so we got her. Bolts out, guys. So now it's the old man's problem to put it all back together.
Yeah. We ain't going nowhere. Wife's fixing supper.
Shit.
No, it's enough today. We'll hit her some other time.
Man.
I'll tinker with her and try to get some of it back together. But yeah, this one here is our lunch right there.
Yeah, we had to cut that bolt because it's a pain to get to. So we'll pop that up out of there, and then he'll just put a new bolt in it, and it won't be hard to put it back in. It's just with all this grime and crap on here, you just can't get enough leverage to
Break it loose.
break it loose. So we'll get that out of there and put a new bolt in there and get this thing slammed back together. Hopefully he'll send me a video with it running. So all right, that's it. I'm done farming out for a day. We're out. Catch y'all on the next one. Okay, I was just playing just a minute ago. We're not done yet. I'm gonna show y'all this cover just in case y'all are doing this yourselves inside the Bobcat S150. Show you the bolts. Sorry about the flicker, it's the LED light. These perimeter bolts here, right here, here. Okay, there's a bolt up here, and a bolt here. Okay, those are at the very top. And then these two bolts here on the hydraulic pump. There's a bolt here and a bolt on the back side. They do not have capture nuts, so you actually have to reach back behind there and hold the nut while you remove these bolts. The only other bolts you'll have to undo, the motor mount. There's a motor mount in front. Like I said, we had to cut that bolt. I'll have to put a new one in there. Here's the back motor mount bolt here. You access it from underneath the skid steer. It's pretty self-explanatory. And you have to remove the starter. There's a bolt here, and there's one underneath. That gets the starter out of the way. And then do not forget your crank sensor. You have to unplug it, and this whole unit will come out of here. And then I don't know why you would need to do it, but if you're in a situation like us where this bolt's broke off, this is the easiest way to do this, I guess. It's the easiest way we could come up with.
It is better than pulling a motor.
So I'm gonna keep assembling on this, and I'll let y'all know when I got all the pulleys back on. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I am exhausted. We have got the flywheel back on, the tensioner. We've got the hydraulic pulley back on. All this is back together. Motor mounts are tightened up. What else? Anything else? I think that's really it. Starter's back on. And then my father-in-law is going to put the breather on once he puts... This whole project started because this one bolt broke off, which is back in here. Either way, and that pulley is the tensioner that runs... I guess there's the belt goes around here, around this, and it goes up to a tensioner, and then it runs the actual fan, the cooling fan, for the skid steer. And the bolt that attaches that tensioner seized up, and that tensioner was just sitting there riding on it and sheared the bolt. So that's what stemmed all this work. And but we got that fixed. He's waiting on a belt to come in and that specific bolt, and then he will put his side together. So he's worked me like a dog and used me for all I'm good for. So yeah, so he's done too. So we'll call it good here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.